Joined back with you, Andrew Chapman, Nate Gann on the Broncos Sports Network. We have the quarterback, Damari Daniels, and Dylan Morris down there on the field today. Damari, I guess I'll start with you. You got mobile today, and a couple of times, your reads weren't there, but you were able to seal off the game today with that 41-yard touchdown run. How about those blockers up in front of you today and all those guys that helped get it done in front of you? Take me through your kind of what you saw on that play.
Yes, sir. It was a draw play, but all praise goes to the 5 men up front. They did their job, blocked up everybody. I just made something happen.
And Dylan, on the defensive side, you were able to be in the right spot when that high throw kind of got over the receiver and hit you right in the gut. Were you anticipating that ball to come your way, or was it just the right touch on it that got it right to you?
A little bit of both. It was a little bit of anticipation. That was about the second, third time they had run that route. And then, just having my guy in the right spot to get that hand up. And I said it last week or 2 weeks ago, tips and overthrows, we got to have those.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Damari, this is Nate. How you doing?
Hey, doing good.
Good. Listen, I know you guys, look, this team is known to run the ball. You're ranked number 4, right, in the CIAA in running. What was the mindset coming out that second half and just wanting to put the ball in the air?
Really, we were just trying to find anything to do to win. But Coach talked to us in halftime. He was like, we just got to step it up and be smart. And we trusted Coach. He called the right plays, and we just made things happen.
Okay.
And Dylan, what's the conversation like within the defense where you guys continue to come up with multiple stands there in the second half to get the ball back into Damari's hands, back to the offense? How much of responsibility did that unit feel tonight to continue to give your offense chances on the other end?
Just staying strong, keep working. It's a 60-minute game. We had a whole another half to play and came out, made those adjustments, and did exactly what we had to do to get the ball into the offensive hands and, end the game 19-14.
5-0 now in conference play, undefeated record to stay atop the conference. Of course, it sets up a good game next week, homecoming against a team directly below you in the division in Johnson C. Smith. But, Damari, I'll ask you, just how important was it for you guys to carry this winning momentum now into this home stretch where you're back here at Nick Gerald Stadium and playing in front of course, a big crowd next week for homecoming?
Yeah, this was very important, but we knew this game was going to be a little, chippy. They had nothing to lose, but, it's a great win coming for next week. We just got to clean up some stuff during practice, and let's get this done.
All right, good stuff, guys. It's Dylan Morris on the defensive end who had the game-sealing pick, and Damari Daniels the game-sealing touchdown. Congratulations on the win today, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So big thanks to those guys who both contributed on the offensive and defensive end, and head coach Richard Hayes right there with his guys as well after he has addressed his team. Going to throw the headset on Coach Hayes as well and talk to him about
testing. I'm here.
This one. There he is, Coach Hayes. All right, I'll go back to our conversation from Wednesday. And your quote, you said that an ugly win is always better than a pretty loss. And I guess the way the first half went today was more on the ugly side. But you guys made the adjustments in the second half. You didn't turn over the football. You got defensive stops. And what can you say about really the final 30 minutes and final fourth quarter, really, that your guys played today to get the job done?
Well, really, I talked to the guys before the game and asked them did they understand the importance of this game and what we were playing for. And the guys said they knew. We came out in the first half, all credit to Livingstone. Those guys fought early. We knew we was going to have to weather the storm. They're improving each and every week. So hats off to Coach Gibbon and those guys. But we went in the locker room at halftime and just talked about being us, being who we are, playing Bronco football, and believing that we could come back and win this game. Like you say, we wasn't totally out of it. I think it was 7-2 maybe. So we wasn't totally out the game, and there was no need to panic. Guys just, stepped up in the third and fourth quarter. Like you say, we didn't turn the ball over. We got off the field on third down. All the things that I tell you every week, and we did pretty good on special teams. So Broncos win when that happens.
Hey, Coach, this is Nate. How you doing?
Hey, Nate. How you doing?
Yeah, great win. Listen, I was looking at the stats this week, right, and it says that you guys are ranked 4th in rushing. And then all of a sudden, Caden Davis comes out. He starts throwing the football, right? And then here comes Daniels. Now you're throwing the football. What went into that decision?
Well, teams loading up the box on us when Caden come in there. They're expecting them to run. So we got to show him that he can throw the ball to back him up a little bit. So it's just a little chess match that we're playing with the opposing team. Caden is very capable of throwing the ball just like he can running it. So we just got to try to keep those guys honest.
You know, Barry Elliott is, going back to even last season, one of the top receivers on this offense, but it was Trey Good really getting involved today. He comes away with a career game, 74 yards, the big 50-yard catch and run for a touchdown. From the sidelines, what'd you like about what you saw from Trey and one of his standout performances?
Hey, Trey's a gamer. You know, he's a senior. He never complains. He could be a guy that always says he wants the ball, and he can make things happen when he gets it. But he stays within the offense. He plays within the offense. He's not a selfish player. So his time was coming, and we knew Trey was going to have a big day sooner or later. I hope we got more to come.
Well, you mentioned the special teams as well, Coach Hayes, and I know you always talk about the trust you have in your kickers, and we're now back-to-back games where we've seen Jacob Meneses kick a big one. I think this was a season-long for him today, about 45 yards. It's one thing to see it in practice, of course, but when you see him hit that range in a game, just how much more confidence does it give you in the leg he has?
I'm very confident in Jacob. You know, like I say, I told you a few weeks ago, I coach him myself. So anytime we get inside a certain distance, I'm pretty confident that he's going to make the kick. As long as he approaches it, we get the snap and the hold down, everything's going to work fine. But we're going to continue to get better on special teams, man. These kids are growing and learning each and every week, and I'm proud to be 5-0 and proud to be the coach here at Phelps State.
What's your take on all these games you play in the weather as well, Coach? You had lightning delays. You played in a tropical storm, more rain today. Is this the way you like to play football?
Hey, this is how it's playing out this year. You know, either way, they're going to kick the ball off. Yeah. So we got to make sure that we're ready to play whatever the temperature is, whether it's raining or not. The ball's going to get kicked off, and we're going to have to be ready to play. So we welcome it. Whatever it is, we welcome it.
All right, head coach Richard Hayes and his Broncos on a 5-game win streak in conference. Congrats on the comeback today, Coach, and we'll see you next week, Coach, for homecoming.
Hey, thank you guys, man.
Thank you.
Go Broncos.